Show me.
Of course, he still has some bows, but there you go. Bows are secondary from now on. Okay, pretty much done everything I wanted to, so let's just TP into the camp. And there is gold as well.
I'm glad you returned. Something terrible has happened.
Let me guess, the free mine has been assaulted by the guards from the old camp. Nobody saw them coming?
Hang on. How? But of course. You found out about it in the old camp. Gorn arrived here just before you did. What could have caused Gomez to dare to take such an aggressive step? He should be aware that such a heinous act can only provoke war.
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
Collapsed? Of course. Then the whole thing makes sense. Gomez has his back to the wall. He's more dangerous than ever. Now that he doesn't have anything left to lose, he'll do anything.
Gomez has had all of the Magicians of Fire killed.
Had them killed? Why in Beliar's name would he do a thing like that?
They were against the attack on the free mine and opposed Gomez.
Then we're all doomed. Without the other 6 magicians, we'll never be able to control the concentrated power of the massive ore mound. But in spite of that, I thank you for passing this dangerous message on to me.
When you sent me to the Magicians of Fire, you mentioned there was somebody.
Well, I had hoped we could make it without his help, but the way things are developing...
Who is he?
All right. Many, many years ago.
Give me the shortened version, please.
Be patient. Well, when we, the 12 magicians, created the barrier back then, our magic powers were directed and controlled by a 13th magician.
A 13th magician? I thought there were only 12.
Most people who did not experience the early days of the colony believe that. This 13th magician was our leader. All this took place before we were divided into the circles of fire and water. But he left the old camp, which was once the only camp of the colony.
What is this 13th magician called?
His name is Xardas. Hardly anybody remembers the old stories about him. The ones who do just call him the necromancer.
Why did he leave the old camp?
He started to investigate the invocation of undead and magical creatures. Gomez was not the only one who began to worry. Most of the other magicians opposed him as well, and his unholy deeds.
What happened then?
Unlike Gomez, he was no butcher, so he avoided the conflict and left.
Where is this magician today?
He lives in seclusion, in his tower in the middle of the Orc land. That's just about the southernmost point of the colony.
I'll make my way to Xardas and ask him for help.
He's the only one that can help us now. If he knows no way out or doesn't want to help us,
he will.
There is one other problem.
A problem?
Yes. Over the years, we've tried to get in touch with Xardas several times, but it looks like he prefers to remain undisturbed.
What does that mean?
None of the messengers ever returned from his tower. You'll have to find a way to get past his creatures.
Looks like this is going to be interesting. How will I get past his creatures?
If I knew that, I would tell you. I'd advise you to do some research in our library. Maybe you'll find something in the old books about the strengths and weaknesses of magically invoked creatures.
I'll rummage through the library, and don't worry, I'll be back.
May you return.
Hello!
What have you got planned now?
Our entire defense strategy will have to be changed. That takes time. Until Lee and his people are ready, I'll join Cord's Provisional Guard.
Are you planning a counterattack?
Not yet, but the day will come. If ever you're looking for me, start here and walk towards the mine. I'll be on guard there. Hello!
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp.
That's good news.
They want to meet you and Lester at your usual rendezvous.
Thanks. There's nothing more valuable than good friends in troubled times like these. You're almost one of us by now. You're reliable.
How's it?
Everything's quiet. Nothing's moving. Lee is still busy. Organize. See you later.
Greeting.
Nefarious said I was ready to wear the robe of a magician of water.
Then I welcome you to our community.
Does that mean that I now belong to the Guild of the Magicians of Water?
Not yet. First you need to take the oath of water.
I'm ready to take the oath.
Now speak the words of the oath. I swear by the might of the gods,
I swear by the might of the gods,
and by the power of the holy water,
and by the power of the holy water,
that my knowledge and my deeds from now on and forever shall be one with the water.
that my knowledge and my deeds from now on and forever shall be one with the water,
Until my body shall return to the realm of Beliar, and the source of my life shall dry out.
until my body shall return to the realm of Beliar, and the source of my life shall dry out.
Wear this robe as a sign of your bond with the holy water and with Adanos. For the...
I'd like to...
It is not yet time for you to wear. There's much you need to learn. I shall teach.
I am ready to enter the first...
To enter the first of the magic circles means learning to use... Each rune contains the structure of a special magic spell. By using your own magic powers, you'll be able to cast the magic, but in contrast to the magic scrolls, which are magic formulas as well, the magic power of the rune ensures that the structure of the spell endures. Every rune is a source of magic power, which you can fall back on any time. Your own magic power is used up when you use a rune, just as with a spell scroll. With every circle you enter, you learn to use further runes as well. Use the power of the runes to recognize yourself. May you reach... I'm glad you...
Show...
If you're injured, I will heal you.
For the honor of magic! That's really not my problem. Maybe.
For the...
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
I'd better keep out of it.
I would like to be in his shoes, though, because... You're very probably right.
Shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's really not my problem. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because he...
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. There was a time when things would have
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to rushing into anything.
Hello.
What do you think about the mine?
They've gone too far. They'll be sorry for it. some people never. I'm not listening to all the bluff. If you think...
You're probably right. There must be something about that story after all. Keep it to yourself. There must be... I don't know. For the honor of magic!
Take care. Hold on, who's talking to me? You are talking to me? How did you get into my head? You are what? The servant of your master? You seem to be a creature from hell. You want me to be silent? Is your master's name perhaps Xardas? Oh, right, so names are not important. Okay. I'll just assume that this here is the Tower of Xardas. I have to talk to your master. Me? Unworthy? What kind of test? Ah, I understand. Whoever wants to talk to your master must prove worthy first. Hold on, what was that? The proof? Victory over what? Victory over the elements? Stone? Ice? Fire? Here's the heart of a stone golem. What? Right! Worthy proofs! Missing? 2 are still missing? Is this heart of an ice golem the proof? Duality? The second proof? 1 is still remaining? What about this heart of a fire golem? Perfection? I'm worthy? If that's the case, I'd like to speak to your master now. Counter evidence? What kind of counter evidence? A rune? A rune for me? Well, then I'll accept the rune of teleportation as a sign of worthiness. Mortal? Who? Me? Okay, I'm on my way.
I've just realized one thing. My mic has been muted for quite a long time. I don't even know when I muted it. So this is going to be funny at least. Okay. So since he gave us a teleportation thingy, I don't need these anymore. Only equipped them. Sell them for the reason of having things. Well, I don't know where it missed, where I took out my microphone, more or less. So in that case, basically I become a magician. I was talking about stuff, yada yada, talking about the golems, how to defeat them. I mean, my actions are self-explanatory almost. Just got genuine game time without me talking over stuff. Okay. Teleport, necromancer. Here's somebody flipping some pages. Oh, I see, I have to go up. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've played Gothic 1. And I'm confusing a lot of things for Gothic 2. Okay, and we're at the top. Oh yes, in this game he resides at the top of the tower. In the second game he resides in the middle of the tower, and I think in the third game he resides at the bottom of the tower. Interesting, he keeps going further down and down. Okay.
Who dares to disturb me in my studies?
My name is...
I don't wish to know your name. It's insignificant. All that matters is that you're the first person in years to have solved my golem's riddles.
Have there been any other visitors?
Not many. And when they began to annoy me, I confronted them with one of my supernatural creatures.
You enjoy being on your own, don't you? I was sent by Xardas. We need your help. The magicians of water plan to use their big ore mound.
The ore mound is not the solution.
It isn't?
No.
Okay, so what's the solution then?
All the magicians of fire are dead. Gomez had them assassinated.
That does not surprise me. Those foolish barbarian butchers in the castle, especially Gomez, were never to be trusted. Callisto and the other magicians elected their own hangman when they helped Gomez to usurp the power.
The so-called sleeper is said to be an evil archdemon. That's what the Brotherhood in the swamp found out. Now the magicians of water believe that everybody in the colony is in great danger.
There is a greater danger than anyone within the barrier could possibly imagine.
If the explosion of the ore mound doesn't avert the great danger,
Forget the ore mound. Its power won't open the barrier. If Callisto and Xardas hadn't wasted their time fighting over foolish and vain issues throughout the past years, they'd all know what I know now.
which is,
None of the 12 magicians ever stopped to wonder why the formation of the barrier got beyond their control, or why it assumed such gigantic proportions.
did you find out why that happened?
Well, one thing is certain. The answer lies deep beneath the Orc town.
The Orc town?
Orcs are not animals, as many people think. Their culture is as old as the human culture. A few centuries ago, 5 Orc shaman invoked a very old archdemon, which they hoped would give their clan the power to defeat their enemies.
This archdemon, was it the sleeper?
The Orcs gave him that name much later. But I won't tell you why they did it, or why they are now terrified by this supernatural creature.
Why not?
I believe you could be... No. To be really sure, you'll have to perform another task.
Which task?
Listen carefully. The Orcs have exiled one of their shaman from the town.
Why have they exiled him?
The dying Orc warrior was no longer able to answer that question when he was interrogated by one of my demons.
What does this Orc shaman have to do with my task?
He'll tell you the rest of the story about the sleeper.
An Orc shaman is hardly likely to be keen on talking to me.
Do you want me to help you or do you not?
Well, yes, but
Then never question my words again. Find the shaman.
Burn.
He's not on good terms with his brothers in the Orc town, so he may listen to you before turning you into a living torch.
very comforting. Where is this exiled shaman?
Go to the old citadel in the east. You can't miss it. It's on top of a high mountain, which can be seen from a distance.
Can you just enter it?
They call it the old citadel, but there's hardly anything left of it other than the foundation walls. It's been a ruin for many decades.
I will get the answers from this shaman.
My servant has already given you a teleportation rune for the pentagram 1 floor below. That will make it easier for you to get back here later.
I'm seeking
Shrink monster, yeah. Magic damage 9999. I guess these ones are actually funny enough to use. Hell, chain lightning and everything else. Worthless. Here have some of the potions back that I've just nicked away from you. I think there's nothing here. This. I don't need that hammer anymore now. Oh. It's at 3000 and 3000. Okay. I'm not going to use chain lightnings and other stuff. Storm of fire, ice blocks at this point. I don't need them. Waves of ice, neither. I'm just going to summon everything onto die enemies. I won't need light spells anymore, but I'll keep one just in case. Sleep, I'm not going to put anyone to sleep anymore. These are just fun to use. Telekinesis not needed anymore, ball lightning not needed anymore, ice bolts not needed anymore. These are just for knowledge sake. This I do not need anymore. Well, I don't need it, period, not that I don't need it anymore. I cannot use it. Sell all the hell mushrooms. All my meat. There you you go. There you go. Okay. As I stated, I'm going to end the episode here, but I'm going to record straight after it, probably. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.